Alright guys, I just wanted to do a little video on this Whidden Hydraulic Form die kit. You can see the kit comes with this die, the plunger, a modified shell holder without a hole in it, and the water squeeze bottle. Everything comes in the kit. I'm forming 300 Norma improved from 300 Norma virgin brass. Here's one I just hydroformed. Here's a virgin case. So you can see the difference there. Here's a fire formed case next to the hydroformed. Whidden says that these will develop a sharper shoulder once you full size them. I haven't done that yet. We'll see. But anyhow, with this, what you want to do, I've already got this one formed, so I'll kind of go through the steps from here. Of course, you want to put fired primers in your cases you're about to form to plug it up so water doesn't leak out. Then you want to lube these cases. I use Imperial Sizing Dye Wax. Been using it for years and years. Never failed me. Works great. Never stuck a case using it. So, I mean, well, whatever. Just lube your cases with whatever you guys use. Really doesn't matter. Once that's all done, I've got it primed. What I do here, I found works a lot better, is I like to reuse this water. See, I still got the water in the case there. There's no sense in filling this all the way up every time plus the top of the die. You're just making more time and it's a pain in the butt and you're having to fill your water bottle more and all that. So I just got a little funnel with a smaller diameter than my neck on my case. And so when I'm done with the one, I go to the next and I just tap that in there and I run it down the side, trying to avoid airlock so that it all fills the case nice and good. So I got this full. You're going to lose a few drops, big deal. If you do get airlock on the case, I'll take a little screwdriver. I don't have airlock here, and you just kind of go like that and then fill it up the rest of the way. So I've got this done. It's all lubed up. Little water droplets. You just dab them, just pat them to absorb them with the towel. You don't want to rub it because then you rub your lube off. So just pat them. I'm going to get this in here. And you notice I've left a plunger in there, and you'll see why later. So I'm going to put this in here and I'm going to run it up. And you can see why he says to use case lube, because see, I'm having to actually push. It's a tight seal on the bottom of the case there. So I'm all the way up. And now I'm going to go ahead and pull this plunger. I don't pull it prior. Once I got this plunger pulled, this is when I'll go ahead and every, I don't know, 5 to 10 cases, I might redo the grease on it, check for any shavings. I haven't had any issues. I've only done about 20, 30 pieces. I use this mercury marine grease with Teflon. It's what I use on my boats for steering assemblies and props and whatever moves on a boat. Drain plugs, all that. You just give it a little grease the whole shaft and the O-rings. So I'm going to put that back in, check it, get it kind of lubed up. And then you're going to fill this up with water to about right on the top of this lock ring here. It's kind of hard to eyeball. I need to get me a little light. Maybe a headlamp would help, I don't know. Just to see it better. You can check it. And you'll know you're good when you can't push that down with your finger. If you can push that all the way down, that plunger, that means you had got airlock in there and it looked like it was full, but it's not. If that's going all the way down, if you just throw that thing in there and start swinging with the big hammer, you're going to bottom out, you're going to hit the top of that guide on your plunger, and you're going to, who knows, I don't want to find out. You're probably going to screw your die up pretty good. So I know, okay, there's plenty of water in there. I'm full. And I use a pretty good sized framing hammer here. Word from the wise, do not use a waffle head hammer. You're just going to tear up the top of that plunger. So use a nice smooth faced hammer. If you got an old waffle head, that's all you got, and you don't use it, you don't need the waffle head for hitting framing nails, hell, run it on the grinder, smooth it off. So now that I'm ready to go, being that this is big brass, I actually give it 5 good strikes. Whidden says 3, but he's forming like BR cases. This is a lot of brass to move. So I give these 5 good strikes. I might be able to get away with less, but I don't like having to redo it. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, sometimes you whack it good enough, that plunger can pop up out of there off rebound. No big deal. Throw it back in, keep rocking. So now as I'm coming down, I'm going to take my towel. And as soon as I can get to the case, I'm going to completely wrap it as I draw down, just to catch any excess water. You might lose a few drops, big deal. But there we go. I've got my hydroform case right there next to a virgin case. So again, now I just set this one on the towel, the virgin case, put my little funnel on there, tap that water into this one. Some people talk about not contaminating the water and whatever. I'm not running a freaking hydraulic pump, and pistons here. I don't really care about a little contamination in the water. It really makes no difference. I mean, you can change your water out every once in a while if you want to. This saves me a lot of time by not in water filling stuff up. I don't have to fill that squeeze bottle up nearly as much. And then just rock on. Dab my little droplets off the case. Get her in there. Run her up. Pull the plunger again. Fill up that little bit I lost. Check it. Yep. Can't push it down. Good to go. 5 good strikes. Now you notice I'm not using my T7, or something like a coax here. I'm using a good old rock chucker because she's built like a brick shit house, and it's the cheapest press I own. And if I break it, I'm not out as much money, because this can't be good on this linkage for these presses pounding on them like that. But it's the press I use for this task. The old rock chucker served me well over the years, and it's my workhorse when it comes to shit like this. So I really like it for these heavy duty tasks. It holds up very well. And there we go. Another good hydroform case. So anyhow, I hope these little tips and tricks with refilling and using the towel to catch the water. You can see I don't even have water around there. I'm doing a good job of catching the water. Now, I said don't remove that because watch this. Water actually stays airlocked by that plunger seal up in there. If I pull this out, before I remove the case or after, I'm going to get a lot more water coming out. Watch this. Do you see all that? That's why I don't pull that plunger. Unless the case is up in there and locked, ready to go. Then I'll pull it and grease it. So just to keep your workplace a little cleaner, you're not getting water on the floor and stuff. Just keep that in mind that plunger does airlock water up in there. And keep her greased, hit her straight, use a smooth hammer, and should work really well for you. Hope these little tips and tricks help. Thank you so much for watching.